There are things you don't put on social media. What is a baby doing on social media? The pride of life. Why? Somebody will be pregnant alone. They carry the tummy and put on social media. A child of God being on social media to advance the gospel of the kingdom. If there is no apostolic voice coming to correct certain things, the youth will copy everything. How can we have the Bible and we are doing other things? When we take our apostolic authority to address certain things happening that we are seeing across the nations, is because apostolic mantles are global mantles. They are not mantles for a local place. You get my point? So they are God's global mantles that he controls things that happen around the globe, and he addresses things. Because if God is not addressing global happenings, the elect will lack a direction of where to follow. Where there's no voice of God, they have no energy. Where there's no voice of God, they have no momentum. Where there's no voice of God, they have no life to live. The church, the way it is constituted today, is why the charismatic evangelical church and Pentecostal stuff, we seem to have nosedived completely. We seem to have really made materialism the essence of the faith, that if you don't get this and you don't get that, you are not in the faith. So people had put everything on social media. They buy this car, they give birth to this child, they put on social media. Like the event happened right now about the one who gave birth to a child. Is it Mercy Chinwo? And they say the child looked like Nathaniel bassey. Are you seeing the funny thing that's happening on social media? I feel so bad about that, because I said to myself, why not you hide your child in the room? When Moses was born, he was hidden. He was hidden. Why are we exposing our own? If you have not exposed can you imagine a little boy have not even grown up, is facing crisis. And now matters are in court in Abuja. They have picked the boys, they are going in court. I say, look at, you created it. The pride of life. The pride of life. That's what is killing the church today. The pride of life. What is a baby doing on social media? The pride of life. Why? Because the people of this world who are looking for fame and keeping their fame use their babies. So somebody will be pregnant alone. They carry the tummy and put on social media. There's a name they call it. You guys are lucky that witches have become weak. They are no longer like the ones of our great-grandfather. The ones that can turn to elephant in the afternoon. They will just put their hand on Facebook and remove the child like this from the womb and eat the child. Things that our mothers hid. I didn't know, for instance, I didn't know when my mother was pregnant for our last born. In fact, the day she even delivered, we didn't know it was delivery, because we went to church. We came back and we saw a baby. And we now asked, where did the baby come from? That was how discreet our mothers were. That was why you won't hear infant mortality. You don't hear all these things happening. The pride of life is a great killer. So we should not embrace the system of this world. For me, a child of God being on social media to advance the gospel of the kingdom, not to put everything of your privacy. You do one little wedding, sure. This photo, sure. I'm just pitying this guy, Moses Bliss, may God help him. Because all this little piece of thing, I don't know if they have fathers. You know why I'm talking? Because the Lord said to me about Moses Bliss, I've not revealed this before. He said to me, I look at him, I'm not saying he's perfect in whatever, but there's a youth generation today that is being captured by guys who are in advanced free fraud. Some are being captured by guys in secular music and all of that stuff. The Lord said to me, I raised him up to influence a group of these ones to return back to me. You get my point? That's what he said. I raised him up, I blessed him to influence this youth. And either you believe it or not, go and check what's happening in Nigeria. I don't know about Kenya. Moses Bliss control one of the greatest influence of youth as we speak now. Now, if there is no apostolic voice coming to correct certain things, the youth will copy everything. There are things you don't put on social media. Sometimes I ask myself, does these people have fathers? It's your father that will tell you, don't open your mouth like this when you are talking. It's your father that will guide you as a woman when you are walking, don't walk like this. Do they have fathers that are even guiding them on what how to behave on the social media space? So I said to myself, when all these people who are shouting, the child is Nathaniel, bassey child, whatever. You see, if they have not put the poor child on social media, who will talk about it? Do you know that when children are born, they can resemble anybody? That does not mean it's a person that got the woman pregnant. You get my point? They can resemble anybody, but when they grow, they take their shape. But if you have hidden your child like Moses, how can we have the Bible and we are doing other things? People are obeying different things in their lives. I mean, church people, they are obeying. Some are obeying fame, fortune, likes, followers. Oh, I hit 2 billion followers. Oh, this don't hit 2 billion likes. This don't hit 2 billion views. That is what these guys are pursuing. They don't understand the essence of the things that God is doing this end time.